of the ball. They've got new guards against this pressure, and they've got to protect the paint and force Dayton outside.
So the 25-26 women's basketball season is underway here at CEFCU Arena. Thanks for tuning us in, and we're pretty excited to get going. Illinois State with the tip. 3 ball is off the mark, out of bounds. And Illinois State.
That was a quick foul that time on the rebound, I thought. Oh, it wasn't a foul. I'm sorry. There was a touch by Ibrahim.
Addie Martin with the turnaround jumper, no good. And the rebound by Ibrahim, and another whistle. Now we're getting, it's a little rusty for everybody when we get underway. Let's get a look at the starting lineup for Dayton, brought to you by Ford. And actually some relatively late changes to the Dayton starting lineup. They're already a little thin, Jill, but their regular point guard out with the flu tonight.
Yes, and she's a 5th, 6th-year player, Nicole Stevens, who was leading them in assists, so that's an adjustment for them.
Out top, the 3 ball is good for Danilo Washington.
Wow, she was 0 for 2 last season, so that's a huge shot for her.
So Washington picking up where she left off in her freshman season at Illinois State, although with a little different look, as you mentioned.
Yeah, needless to say.
Down low, and there she picks up where she left off defensively.
Well, she's one of the best shot blockers, and I think that's a great matchup because those are 2 really good defensive players.
And this will give us an opportunity to take a look at the Illinois State starting lineup, brought to you again by your local Ford dealers. And we're going to talk a lot about some of the returners, and there's one of them there, our spotlight player to watch for Illinois State in the pregame, Addie Martin.
Yeah, Illinois State with an entirely new perimeter out there, so they'll have some adjustments.
Niall Lear will fire it up for the Flyers, and Illinois State out of there with it once again. So another 1-and-out possession for the Flyers. This is Trista Feda, the point guard for Illinois State. Good ball movement here by the Redbirds. Jaden Pratt to the hoop and to the floor. She's fouled.
It's been a long time since a freshman has started for the Redbirds, and Jay Pratt is going to be a real force out there.
Get another look at the foul here, Jill.
Yeah, she just got pounded going to the basket there, but a good take by Jaden.
Pratt, a 2-time second-team All-Stater in Iowa. Went to Ankeny Centennial, averaged 14.5 points and nearly 9 rebounds a game her senior year of high school. So a good get for Kristen Gillespie and the Redbirds.
Ankeny's a great program in Iowa, too. So you're right. It was a great get.
So Illinois State out to a 7-0 lead. Jada Johnson taking the ball up the floor for the Flyers. Into Ibrahim trying to get around Washington. And nice job drawing the foul.
A nice head fake by Abraham. She's really a nice player. As we mentioned in the opening, she's a transfer from North Dakota. And I think has followed her Canadian teammates here. She does a nice head fake that gets Ibe Washington in the air and into the foul.
Free throw is good, so Dayton scores its first point of the evening. Ibrahim, you mentioned this a little bit earlier. She was the transfer from North Dakota, was the Summit League's Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 2 blocks a game.
And you can tell her size. She's got that long reach.
Good effort by the Redbirds to save the ball in, but to no avail as it's picked up by Johnson. And what's the whistle here?
I'm not real sure.
Shot clock didn't reset, I believe.
I think maybe you're right.
It takes a little while to get into the groove of things, doesn't it?
Exactly. You know, it's the first game for everybody. The bench crew, the officials. Even the broadcasters are.
Certainly the broadcasters.
You always hate these stoppages, though. It changes the flow a little bit.
Johnson set to send the ball in. He gets it into O'Riordan. Now off the screen. This is Leung. Nice move, but it doesn't lead to anything. And again, Dayton unable to come up with its first field goal of the evening.
You know, it's difficult for them to set up any full court pressure until they get that field goal. And we've already got that sub with Nevaeh Thomas in for Washington.
Trista Feta with the bucket. And the sophomore from Green Bay, Wisconsin, extends the Redbird lead to 8. Johnson on the wing, working against Pratt. 3-ball is good.
Nice shot.
Niall Lear, the senior from South Holland, Illinois. Started 9 games last year, averaged nearly 5 points a game for the Flyers. And finally, Dayton able to get its first field goal, and it comes in 3-point form. On a 12 on the shot clock.
Yeah. Redbirds really trying to get the ball inside. That's their experience.
Down to 5 now. Feta's going to have to make something happen. Size mismatch here. She somehow works up a shot and gets it to go.
Krista played behind Maya Wong last season, and I think she learned a lot in that process.
That was 5'8" going up against 6'3" for that bucket.
Yeah, she went right up and under.
Illinois State's lead is at 7. Nice move to the hoop for Olivia Leung.
That was a mismatch, and she took Thomas to the net.
Leung, one of the 5 Canadians on this team, picked up a Freshman of the Week honor last season in the A-10. Runner doesn't go. Out of bounds. It'll be Dayton basketball. There's our friend Peter Babb working the camera. Hi, Peter.
It's a good experience for him, don't you think?
Well, he'd asked for a shout out, and a shout out we have now given.
Exactly.
So Dayton has cut the lead down to 5, looking to make it closer yet. Lear, a long 3 is good. Wow. Olivia Leung has now scored 5 points, and just like that, the Flyers are within a pair, Jill.
Last year, they averaged 5 threes a game, so they could be way ahead of that average this time.
Illinois State started out with a 7-0 lead. Here's Martin. Fade away over the hoop. Rebound Ibrahim, and Dayton now with an opportunity to tie or perhaps take its first lead of the evening. Down low to O'Riordan, working against Martin.
O'Riordan's one of the Illinois kids on this Dayton squad. She's from Barrington, Illinois.
Nice defense by the Redbirds. 3 out top is off the mark. Karam's all the way back out. Nevaeh Thomas able to track it down for the board. Feta working against a double team. Tried the behind the back dribble, lost control. And that'll take us to our first officials timeout. So Jill, to start thinking about the tournament.
It's impressive. This is the 40th year for women's basketball in the Valley.
Back from our break, and Dayton coming within inches of tying this one up. Illinois State has led the entire way. It was a good look, just wouldn't fall.
It was a good take, too.
Fagan out top now. Feta's 3 doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by the Flyers. Ibrahim got it. Dayton almost looking like they want to push the pace a little bit, Jill.
I agree. I think they would really like to, even more than they are. Probably both teams might, frankly. Oh,
Leung.
That should have been held defense that time by Addie Martin, and she stayed with her player.
Leung found the seam. She leads all scorers with 7. We've got a brand new ball game. Krista Feta. Nevaeh Thomas.
Oh, my.
Pass was a little bit off the mark, out of bounds, and Dayton now with an opportunity to take its first lead of the evening.
Yeah, nice defense that time by the Flyers. They had a good front in there and taller than Addie Martin on the receiving end.
Dayton shooting 50% from the floor, Jill, 4 of 8. Redbirds matching at 4 for 10. And there's the lead.
Yeah, and that's what I think Kristen Gillespie expected from Dayton, is that dribble penetration. Illinois State is not hitting some of the shots I think they expected to hit.
So Lear, who just gave her team a lead, tries to extend it here, a little bit short. The rebound by Pratt for the Redbirds. Outlets quickly up to Bella Finnegan. Finnegan, the transfer after 3 years at Valley rival Indiana State. Feta slips the defender, banks it in.
I don't know if she caught glass on that, but it counts.
Tied at 13 with 2.5 to go, under 2.5 to go.
Both teams are pretty much playing out of emotion with a 4 out.
Jada Johnson gives it off to Leung. Floater off the, or rather that's Lear. Floater off the glass is good, and Lear now with 7 points. So she has matched Leung to lead all scorers. And Dayton leads again by a pair.
Lear and Leung are the 2 returning starters on this Flyer squad. They're the ones with the experience, and they're the leaders on this team.
Cross-court pass. Finnegan will pull up and drains it.
Nice move by Bella. She should be a great addition for the Redbirds this season.
Finnegan, after 3 years again as a Sycamore, went to Mother Macaulay High School. And a turnover for Illinois State, so the Redbirds trying to retake the lead here in quarter number 1. Feta changing speeds a few times and able to draw the foul.
That looks like my alarm, doesn't it?
The change of speed.
Yeah, did a nice job drawing the foul and getting to the rim.
Well, that gives us maybe a good opportunity to touch on very briefly. You said in the open, Jill, these 2 teams have lost a lot of their scoring from last year. Illinois State probably in a little better position as far as returning scoring between these 2 programs.
Well, it's really interesting. Illinois State brought back their posts. You know, they had all 3 of their posts returning with Thomas, Washington, and Martin. On the other side, the Flyers had their guards returning. So it's kind of a balance. The fact that ISU had Krista Feta playing almost 20 minutes a game really has made a difference.
1 and out for Dayton, and Illinois State holds on to a 1-point lead. Yeah, Feta saw a lot of action, as you mentioned, last year as a freshman. Really worked to position that shot.
Yeah, and, you know, she averaged 2.5 points a game last season, and she's well surpassing that now.
Well, she's got 9 so far, so she has taken over the game lead. Nice move down low, but the shot rattles in and out for Jordan Poole.
Poole is really, I think, going to be a great player for the Flyers. She was runner of Miss Basketball in Indiana, and she's got a bright future. Very athletic guard.
Sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
It's been her first year at Purdue.
Illinois State able to burn a little bit of a clock, although, as you see here, about a 3.5 second difference between the game and shot clocks. Thomas to Washington, out to Finnegan, 3. Left it a little bit short. Rebound for Dayton with some time here, about 4 seconds to go in the quarter. Nice defense by Fela. She prevented Dayton from normal, and a nice moment from pregame Jill. Addie Martin recognized for having scored her 1,000th career point late last season against Southern Illinois.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Addie's just a solid player, and she really is a great leader for this team.
So we start quarter number 2. Dayton trailing by 3. Back and forth first quarter. Illinois State led 7-0.
Wow, nice
Dayton
goal.
came back to take the lead, and now the Flyers back to within 1.
Both coaches are subbing quite a bit here. Shantavia Dawkins is in for the Flyers for the first time.
Feta spins it out to Finnegan, looking for the screen. Instead, she'll angle in off the mark, and the rebound by Shantavia Dawkins, seeing her first action tonight.
Finnegan has had some good looks. I'm surprised she is not hitting some of these yet.
This is Poole taking it to the hoop. She'll spin it back down. Dawkins now with 10 to shoot.
There's a bad mismatch in the paint here, too. There it is.
O'Riordan. The feed from Lear. And Dayton has retaken the lead. This game still has very much that early season kind of feel, and you almost feel like the teams are figuring themselves out a little bit.
Well, and I think they are. Everybody, once you have all these new roles. Whoa, nice defense that time by Poole.
Nice feed up the floor by Lear. Dawkins can't finish it, however, and Illinois State maybe catches a bit of a break.
Yeah, good defensive transition for the Birds that time.
So here's Martin, give and go to Feta, wings it cross court. 3 ball is good.
I'll tell you what, I didn't realize Washington was going to be that good at the three-point line.
Now 2 for 2. All 6 of her points of the three-point variety. Here's Poole. Work it into a crowd, and Feta wrestling the ball away. Birds with some numbers here. Over to Washington. Lay in, yes, and the foul.
That was really well played. Feta made the defensive play that started that whole thing.
And Illinois State's lead expands to 4. This is the largest since they hopped out to that 7-0 very early lead. And we'll see if Washington can complete the three-point play, but let's take another look.
No, that was just a really nice dish. She drew the defense. She found Washington in a great finish.
A little bit of a swirl, but it goes down. Illinois State's lead back to 5. Washington now with 9 points. 2 3-pointers and a conventional three-point play. There's Leung, spins it off. O'Riordan connects.
That dribble penetration draws help defense. That opens that post up almost every time.
Dayton looking much more comfortable offensively than we saw in that first 5 minutes or so of play.
Agreed.
Foul on O'Riordan. Good idea, Jill. Maybe just a hair late.
She was just a tad late coming around. She tried to get around Washington, but Washington's long and lanky too, and she can get to that ball.
Into Washington. Fagan will fire. Tapped out and kept alive by Washington.
Nice
and
play.
Pratt able to grab it. Now Finnegan's 3 is off the mark, and another offensive board. This time it's Addison Martin.
Finnegan 1 for 7 so far.
3 from the right side.
Wow.
Overshot the target. Rebound Johnson for the Flyers. Here's Poole. Now a 3 out top, and the line drive
goodness.
3 is good for Johnson.
We're seeing an awful lot of Trey's shot tonight.
And that'll knot us at 24. Ada looking for Martin, tapped out of bounds. Who's got it?
You know,
It'll be Illinois State ball.
Yeah, that was nice defense by Poole. She had a mismatch in there, and Oh, I'm sorry, it might have been Jaden.
Jordan Fensky into the game for the first time for Illinois State. Martin might have been partially blocked by O'Riordan. And now Dayton with an opportunity to retake the lead. Here's Lear. She gets it done.
Very athletic, great downhill.
2-point lead for the Flyers. Feta knocked away. Now it's loose on the floor. Picked up by Poole. One-on-one. She'll peel off. And she gets called for the carry.
She is really a nice player. She's small, but her quickness, her athleticism, her skills really make a difference.
And almost looked like there was kind of that little bit of a catch because she expected somebody to trail behind her.
Right.
That leads to the turnover. Whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Dayton. I believe it was on Johnson.
I think that's Niall Lear. No? Nope, you were right. No.
Inside to Martin. Feta hits the deck. Got rid of it just in time. Now Thomas fakes the defender. 3-ball from the right wing is good for Jaden Pratt.
Nice inside outside by the Redbirds that time.
That will lead us, I think. That was I think it was an inadvertent whistle by one of the officials.
Dayton is certainly taking advantage. No, they're not.
Well, they're going to huddle up anyway. Why not at this point?
They might.
For those of you who are really looking forward to it, we will have a commercial break before too long. I promise. 1-point Redbird lead. Now that all that is sorted out, Dayton back on offense. O'Riordan working against Thomas. Kicks it back out top. Now Leung with 11 to shoot. Fights her way in, and a big-time defensive play for Addie Martin for Illinois State. Finnegan on the fly, the 3 off the mark. And some hard contact below the Illinois State bucket. Foul coming up on Dayton. I didn't see the culprit.
I didn't either.
And that will take us, I mean it this time, to a timeout.
This is a timeout.
Illinois
is really a nice shooter, and right now she's 1 for 8.
Had 55 three-pointers at Indiana State last year, averaged just shy of 13 points a game. Illinois State quickly off the timeout. Nevaeh Thomas with the bucket. Redbirds extend the lead by a pair.
Quick set play out of that timeout for Illinois State.
3 out top, just a little shy for Jordan Poole.
She can hit that, so that's not a bad shot to take.
Yeah, and she had the look.
Yeah.
Pratt.
They're switching these screens.
Thomas will try the 3. No dice. Wow. Offensive board by Pratt. Addie Martin, mid-range jumper.
Illinois State really playing well together right now.
So they've opened up a 5-point lead. O'Riordan working against Thomas. Now here comes Poole driving the baseline. Gets it to go, and the foul.
She's quick. That was a mismatch on speed over there with Finnegan.
And it comes at a good time for Dayton, with Illinois State just beginning to stretch the lead.
I'm surprised we haven't seen the big kids Medall and Ibrahim as much in this second quarter.
Free throw off the mark. Dayton unable to complete the three-point play, but the Flyers back to within 3. Redbirds back on offense. R.C. McBride, Jill Hutchison, season opener for both of these teams. Illinois State picked 5th in the Missouri Valley Conference preseason poll, or 3rd rather. Addison Martin with another jumper. Dayton was picked 5th
so much more assertive offensively right now than she was last season. I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. Dayton picked 5th in the Atlantic 10 Conference. They have gotten better every year that Williams Jeter has been there. This is her 4th season.
Trista Feda picks up her first personal. Game has kind of settled into this 3 to 5 point range here. Dayton not able to chip away too much, and Illinois State unable to pull away. Ball is knocked away by Finnegan. She'll go in. The layup is good.
Nice defense by the Birds that time.
So the lead now at 7. Just as I said, Illinois State wasn't pulling away. This matches the largest Redbird lead of the evening. Lear, O'Riordan. This is Poole now. Nice ball movement here, but O'Riordan unable to finish.
O'Riordan's really good off the roll.
Martin pulls up at the free throw line and gets it to go.
Addie, he's really feeling it tonight.
8 points for Addison Martin, and that brings the Sefcu Arena crowd to its feet. Timeout.
Those opportunities. I think Washington could get there as well.
Lear now out top. That was Medall. Couldn't get it to go, but the second attempt is good.
That time, yeah. Well played by Johnson.
Seeing Zanira Adams in for the first time for Illinois State.
It was a good rotation defense that time by Jada Johnson again.
And it comes to Martin. Feda shakes free and gets it to go.
That was nicely played by Illinois State.
Redbird lead is back to 9, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Lear trying to get it down low. Fighting her way in is Medall. Now the bank shot is good for Johnson.
That brought a smile on her face.
That cuts the lead to 6. Feda will try to match it. Left it short. That's a carom, and Washington there to clean it up, and the foul.
That was a great follow-up on that board. Illinois State seems to be tracking the rebound really well, and they are leading in the rebound category right now, 19 to 12.
Have another look at this one, Jill.
We can't really see eBay coming in off of that, but what a great finish.
On your screen, you saw her just kind of appear out of nowhere on the left side. Couldn't complete the three-point play here. Loose ball picked up by Nia Lear. Working against Feda one-on-one. Spins it out instead to Johnson. Leung will kick it out. 3 from the corner is good.
Their guards can really shoot that 3.
Lear now with 12 points. She leads all scorers.
She was 1 for 2 from three-point range last season.
Travel called on Jaden Pratt.
Illinois State with another freshman on the floor right now. That's Zania Adams from Texas. She's really a sophomore, I like.
Redshirt sophomore, comes from the community college ranks. Jordan Poole with a nifty move. Yeah. And look at that, Dayton
Here we are,
back to within
again.
3.
Obviously, neither team can relax here. And it's always a game of runs.
3 as the buzzer sounds for Adams, just a little bit
apart in this second half as well, RC.
Well, and an important note that we haven't dwelled on it, but Dayton is playing a little thin tonight, so
That's
we'll
exactly
see if
right.
that makes a difference. And right off the bat, Nia Lear picks up where she left off, and Dayton is within 1. Lear now leading all scorers with 14 points for the Flyers. Here's Finnegan, bounces it over. Martin baseline, rolls over the hoop. Washington had it and lost it. Good ball movement here by the Redbirds. 3 off the mark. Nice
Pratt
work by
follows
Pratt.
that rebound as well as any player I've seen.
13 to shoot. Finnegan 3. A little short again. Washington, another offensive board.
Oh.
Fada gets stuffed.
Yeah, the big girls stepped up.
Fatima Ibrahim had just about enough of the offensive rebounds for Illinois State.
I think maybe.
The Redbirds get to keep the ball, but still, at least it's not a no board.
That's exactly right.
So the Redbirds send it in. It's Martin against the double team. Nice spin move.
She's got that nice little fadeaway now that gets her away from a bigger player.
Now Martin becomes the 3rd Redbird, joining Fada and Washington in double digits for Illinois State. Olivia Leung. Ibrahim. Now it's Lear trying to get it down low.
Whoa.
Nice work just to get a hand on the ball. Look at this battle. And
Nice.
Ibrahim over Washington.
That was really a nice finish by Abraham. That's going to be Washington's. Let me see. Yeah, Washington just reaches over. She tried really hard to go straight up, didn't she?
Good aggressive offense. Washington picks up her 2nd foul. Ibrahim completes the 3-point play.
Oh, we're going to have some more pressure now.
Well,
Here's
we
the
were
full
expecting
court
it.
pressure.
First time we've seen it, and it results in a foul, and Leung knew it. 2nd, the whistle blew.
And that will be her 2nd as well. That's always a risk you take when you start putting that much pressure on, is picking up more fouls. And they're coming in for that trap, and that was smart of Fada to just go after it.
Comes into Martin. Now to Pratt. Washington to Martin down low.
Nice.
Perfectly executed, and a foul.
Yeah, that was a set play from the out of bounds. They ran it perfectly.
Let's take another look.
That was a great pass and a good finish. You know, Addie Martin's having a great game tonight.
3rd foul for Ibrahim. Martin can't complete it. Ibrahim with the rebound. Jada Johnson will take it up.
Williams Jeter just called a set play as the ball came down the floor. Oh, wow, that could be her 4th.
That is her 4th. Boy, Ibrahim was really starting to make a difference for Dayton here in the second half. But she's going to get an unwanted breather with their 4th foul.
This puts Dayton into a smaller lineup, and O'Riordan's going to be the only post in there with 4 perimeter players.
Jordan Poole into the game. Ball knocked away. And over and back called on Illinois State, so Dayton forces a turnover.
the ball pressure is escalating significantly for Dayton.
Did not see a lot of that in the first half.
No, and you know, sometimes teams can get comfortable not seeing it, and then all of a sudden they get it, and it's an adjustment.
Lear with a nice move, but couldn't finish the shot. Now a foul coming up on Dayton.
And that, I think, was on Lear.
That is her second. So the foul's beginning to mount a bit.
That could be a factor, especially with scarcity of players available to Dayton tonight.
We've not seen a lot of Jock Medall tonight. That's because she picked up 3 fouls in just 3 minutes of action.
Yeah.
There's Martin. Gets it outside to Pratt. Down to 7 to shoot. Pratt will try to take it in. The finger roll and the foul.
Wow. That's an assertive freshman. She really didn't have any options. She created her own shot and finished.
Pratt completes the 3-point play. She now has 8 in her collegiate debut in 21 minutes. Jill, you said early on that you expected to see some good things from her. She picks up a foul here as she had to contend with Jordan Poole. Pratt's first. Poole coming in for Ibrahim. I mean, you give up a lot of inches there. You go from 6'3" to 5'7",
yeah.
but I don't know that you give up a whole lot of athleticism.
Oh, nicely played. Both teams are taking advantage of out-of-bounds plays tonight.
Lear now has 16 points for the Flyers. This is Finnegan.
Whoa.
Ball was tapped away. Good read by Washington, trying to get rid of it to Martin. It's knocked out of bounds. Redbirds will keep possession.
The defense for Dayton is really making a difference now. Illinois State not having open passing lanes and really having to play a little bit more creative offense here.
Ball tapped away, and it's picked up by Poole. Poole will go in and gets it to go. Boy, good defense. Fada did everything she could.
She did. And she wisely did not foul.
But Poole, just an excellent, smart play. Great read. Now Danila Washington answers.
You know what? I'm just impressed with Pratt. She has great floor presence, and she sees the defense really well.
Poole whistle away from the ball well before the shot.
That was a
Martin.
bad mismatch with Martin and Poole.
Martin's first. So really fouls not an issue at all for Illinois State. Danila Washington is the only player with 2. Everybody else with 1.
Whoa. I didn't see what was called on that.
I think she stepped on the sideline. I think. I was screened a little bit.
Yeah, I was as well.
Give and go. Danila Washington with the assist from Addie Martin. Washington now with 15.
When they play that tight off the ball, those screens off the ball are more effective.
Lear trying to drive in, couldn't get it to finish, and boy, both Martin and Lear look a little shaken up down there. Let's hope they're both okay.
Martin got hit in the face.
And Danila Washington connects again. She has 17, and that is a new career high for Danilo Washington.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout here. Oh, my goodness. Fada's down now as well. And went on, won 2 national championships there, went on to another great career in the WNBA. And after talking with her, she's going to be a great coach. I'm just really impressed.
A little bit of a frenetic pace as we come back from the timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who actually plays this point guard position for Illinois State with Fada on the bench.
Well, they got it down the floor okay the first time.
They did, yes.
That extends the lead to 9. It matches Illinois State's largest lead, but the lead doesn't last for long. Molly O'Riordan with the bucket.
O'Riordan's having a nice game, and I'm sure he's got some fans here from Barrington.
Here's Pratt. Now to Fensky. Another Redbird freshman. Finnegan to Danilo Washington. Kick out. Nevaeh Thomas thought about it. She'll try to scoop it in and draws the foul.
Nice move by Nevaeh. I thought she was going to hit Finnegan for that outside 3.
And that'll take us to another official's timeout.
Krista Fade is back on the floor for Illinois State. If we were worried about offense, both teams are shooting over 60% this quarter. So much for analysis.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
right.
The first game.
Oh my gosh.
Nevaeh Thomas stretches the lead for Illinois State. Thomas with just 4 points this evening. Had a phenomenal year for the Redbirds last year.
She's coming back off of some surgery as well, though.
Ball ticked away and there to pick it up.
That was nice defense again, though, by Krista Fada.
Weren't you saying earlier about how Pratt has a nose for the ball, and Nevaeh Thomas lays it in? Illinois State now with its largest lead of the evening. Let's see how Dayton responds here. 3 from the corner, off the mark. And the rebound by Trista Fada. No worse for the wear after that calf cramp. Here's Pratt.
Whoa.
Nearly taken away by Leung, and now a foul.
Good effort by Fada to save that ball.
That's the first foul for Jordan Poole.
Wow. She just about had it. There was good anticipation off the ball by her. Interesting, Illinois State is not lining up for free throws.
Maybe
they're waiting for the second ones. Yeah, Poole almost went after that free ball. Trista Fada, she's tough tonight.
Fada now with 12 points. Illinois State tacks on to the lead as we approach 3 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. Jada Johnson gets rid of it in the corner. Poole 3 in and out. She almost tracked her own miss.
She did. Good follow.
Addie Martin with the rebound instead, however. Thomas lost the handle. Now Pratt.
Need some movement off the ball by Illinois State here.
Fada tries to spin in, gets bumped from behind. Foul will be on Molly O'Riordan.
That's going to be O'Riordan's second foul also now.
No, the foul actually wasn't on O'Riordan. It was called on Lear, and that's her 4th.
Whoa. That would definitely be a problem. She goes to the bench.
Yeah, you saw on the replay. Nice camera work by the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lear was 16 points
Yeah.
So she heads to the bench. She was closing in potentially on a career high, which is 20.
Dawkins replaces her. Another Canadian from Ontario.
Feda adds on 14 points now.
Illinois State switching on those.
Foul coming up on Addie Martin.
It's going to be Martin's second foul.
Trista Feda, by the way, as we get another look at the foul for Martin. Trista Feda's 14 points. That's a new career high for her, eclipsing her previous mark of 12 last year against St. Francis. Danila Washington, another Redbird sophomore, currently on the bench with 17 points, but that is also a career high for her. She had 15 last year at home against Indiana State.
There's something about that sophomore year.
Feda also, as it is pointed out to me, because thank goodness someone is able to do this for me. But Feda also with a career high 8 assists. 3 from the corner is no good for Fensky. Tapped out. Feda picks it up. Pratt ball. Nope. And the rebound goes to Poole, who somehow weaves through Redbird traffic. But the pass is what gets her. Fensky with the deflected ball.
She had the right idea, just didn't get it executed.
Feda will drive. Pratt. Thomas. Shovels it over to Feda. Angles in. Jumper is good.
She's got that cramp back again, though.
Well, I thought grabbing the right leg. Wasn't she grabbing the left leg?
Yeah, it was the left before, right. Yeah. She is playing a lot of minutes tonight.
Oh, Reardon gets stuffed. Nope, late whistle on Nevaeh Thomas.
Well, Reardon is really good around that block.
So Feda's going to get a breather here.
Yeah. They're going to have her drinking a whole bunch of water. I'm liking those shoes for O'Riordan with that really bright pink.
Whatever gets the job done.
There you go.
And she puts down a couple of free throws to draw her team within 12.
Oh,
so
and
Illinois State
worked.
And wise move by Dayton. Illinois State really without a true point guard on the floor at the moment. Well, Fensky will do the honors.
Yeah, they hadn't seen that press, but I think one other time, so I'm not sure they were ready for it.
Finnegan down low to Martin against the double team. That leaves Thomas open. 3 in and out. Put back. Good for Martin. Martin now up to 14 points for the Redbirds. Illinois State leads by 14. Shot clock turned off here in quarter number 3. Jordan Poole, Olivia Leung turnaround 3. No. And the rebound by Illinois State, and so ends quarter number 3. They've got that one well in hand against Northern Iowa.
Valley did not do well tonight, though, overall.
Illinois State trying to hold on and change that just a little bit here. Addie Martin gets it to go. 16 points now.
Addie's probably given up a couple of inches to O'Riordan and still able to score over her.
Illinois State now with 4 players in double figures.
That was a miscommunication on defense for Illinois State that gave Leung a wide open look.
Feda. Thomas runs into a wall.
Illinois State's got almost a 5-out. There we go.
Martin can't get it to fall. Out of bounds to Dayton.
Again, Pratt out there tracking down that rebound.
Jill, Illinois State led by Danila Washington.
Oh, my.
And a turnover before
that was Medall.
Dayton even moves.
Stepped over the line when she inbounded the ball. And she is playing with 4 fouls.
Boy, just maybe sometimes just a little anxious to get going.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you don't think about that, stepping on the line like that. In practice, they probably do it all the time.
So Illinois State to send in the ball. Maddie Martin, 18 points. With that, she takes over the scoring lead for the game.
Yeah. Nice fadeaway.
Foul coming up on Illinois State. That'll be on Pratt.
Jaden Johnson really drew that foul nicely by attacking the basket.
So she'll get 2 free throws. Illinois State has really spread the game here in the second half.
Johnson was a 41% free throw shooter last year. Just missed that first one. And the second.
If you're just joining us, this was a 3-point Redbird lead at halftime.
I think fouls have been a definite factor here. And Illinois State has taken away those 3-point shots that were so successful earlier.
Finnegan misses wide right. Rebound for Poole. Well, and since Nia Lear has been on the bench, she's the team leader with 16. Dayton, frankly, has struggled to score a little bit, Jill. The block shot for Martin.
Martin has given up probably 4 inches and still blocks that shot.
Medall recovered nicely. Now Finnegan picks up the loose ball.
Oh, another cramp here.
Leung.
Oh, man, that hurts.
Holding that left calf, and
I hope they're going to let her get off the floor.
yeah, those can hurt.
Oh, gosh, yes. And once you get one, they tend to keep coming back.
Well, and it's probably not that unusual to see that at this stage of the season.
In the season, exactly. They're not used to going this hard, this long, even though practices are 2 hours long at least.
But it's different, and I'm not saying they don't practice hard. They do.
No, but there's probably more dead time, possibly. This is zone defense here by Dayton. Illinois State trying to adjust a little.
Finnegan 3.
Dang, she is just not hitting.
Rebound by Jordan Poole. Weaves her way through the lane and gets stuffed by Finnegan. Well, if you're not hitting offensively, you can still control your defense. Nevaeh Thomas with the lay-in.
And a nice pass that time by Pratt. Her court awareness is great. 20-point lead.
Just going to say that.
Who'd have thunk it, huh?
Well, 13 minutes ago in game time, again, it was a 3-point lead.
I really think Dayton's getting tired.
Krista Feda with a perfect pass to Martin.
Yeah, good timeout that time by Williams.
3-point halftime lead into a 22-point lead. And this an instance maybe where some of that depth has come into play for Illinois State. Stats to this point, you got to look that, but the one that really stands out at you, Jill, is the rebounding advantage for Illinois State at this juncture, 35-20.
Yeah, that's huge, and that just is more possessions. That press absolutely worked that time with a trap and a long pass. So Dayton is not giving up. They're back with their starting lineup, I think. No, they're not. They don't have Leon yet. They've got Poole in for Leon.
But that probably has more to do with the cramp that she was experiencing than
absolutely.
anything.
Poole's not playing too poorly either. I think they're going to see a lot of her.
Lear is back into the game. She has 18 points to lead the team, but also playing with 4 fouls. 3 out top is good for Poole.
It ain't over till it's over.
That gets it under 20. Clock certainly the worst enemy right now for the Flyers.
Illinois State playing a little bit of ball control.
Martin now with 20 points. Feda 3. Got it.
19 points, 9 assists for Trista Feda now.
Both career highs. Just one more assist away from a double-double. Shot is good for Ibrahim.
We should mention Grace Nelson's on the floor for the first time this season. The 5'10" sophomore coming off of ACL last season. Had a great career at Altamont High School.
Here's the give to Nelson. Now back to Feda. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Feda dumps it to Nelson. Her 3. Got it.
And she scores.
Great to see that.
Another, really, this is her first season.
Ball out of bounds. Dayton will keep it. Yeah, Nelson with the 3, her first points after, as you mentioned, missing the entire season last year.
Yeah. I don't know why they list her as a sophomore. You'd think she would be a redshirt freshman.
I'm not sure either, Jill.
Yeah. Whoa. I think Washington thought that was a clean block, but oh well. And that's going to send Lear to the line. Lear only, oh no, I was going to say the only player in double figures, but O'Riordan is at 10 as well. Whoa.
Ball lost out of bounds.
Yeah. Medall gets the rebound and just can't quite hang on to it. Again, Illinois State has dominated the boards. And here's this 2-2-1 full court trap. Whoa.
Feda runs into a wall. Nelson again, 3, this time too strong. Feda gets the rebound.
Oh, they're passing the ball around. That's for darn sure.
Feda's 3, no. Washington put back is good.
If you can't get a 3, use a layup.
19 points for Washington to extend her career high. Feda already with the double-double, 19 points, 10 assists. That's the first Redbird to have as many as 10 assists since Juju Redmond did it against Drake in January of 22. So it'd be 4 seasons ago, 3 years ago.
That was a wow. Oh, geez.
Nia Lear.
Yeah, she just picks it up off a bad pass and scores it.
She now has 22. She leads all scorers at this point.
I think that's her 5th foul.
And that is her 5th. Again, really, when she picked up her 4th, I won't say it was the turning point of the game, but it certainly was kind of a milepost in this one. Illinois State was able to take advantage of her being on the bench and really spread the lead.
And to be honest, that was an avoidable foul just now as well. I think she's a frustrated player.
Ashante Thomas into the game. The redshirt senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She sees her first action. Also, Adams is back in. She saw a little bit of time in the first half.
She had a really good JUCO career. Obviously, with that knee brace, she blew her knee out. Nice pass. Well done by Poole.
Veda's pass deflected, but Washington there to get it anyway. She'll just drive it right in.
That was kind of ugly all the way around. Oh.
Let's take a look at our statistical comparison so far in this one, and the rebounds really jump out at you.
Yeah, that's the difference. You know, they're both shooting the ball exceptionally well. Illinois State, 23 assists. Credit Trista Veda. She has really moved the ball around. And 3 points, obviously, Illinois State didn't hit theirs, but credit Dayton. That's not really considered their game. Rebounds are the difference there, I see.
Washington hits both free throws. She has 21 points in 21 minutes, Jill.
Yeah, and she's just short 1 rebound of a double-double.
Redbirds already with 1 double-double on the books. We mentioned Veda with 19 points and 10 assists. As we see Madison Austin on the floor for the first time.
Yeah, Kristen Gillespie is going to play everybody if she can right now.
Austin, an all-stater from just up I-30. Well, no, that's not on I-30. I-39 and then over to 80. I'll get it eventually. Yeah. Sterling, Illinois.
Right. Austin didn't even start playing until her freshman year in high school, which is really unusual in this day and age. And she didn't make varsity till her junior year, and here she is.
I-88, not I-80.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Sorry.
Well, we've both been lost before.
Only when you're driving.
I know. That's a story, too.
Illinois State's lead at 19.
She's
nice
unstoppable.
Yeah, I think you can look for some good things from Leung this year. His ball's thrown away. Leung in double figures now with 11 points. Lear still the game leader with 22. Despite fouling out. Washington the team leader with 21 for Illinois State. Martin with 20. Veda with 19.
You know, this is a good experience for these younger players for Illinois State going against the starters now.
Put back is good for Ibrahim. Ball up to Adams as Illinois State trying to run some clock.
Right.
It's got to be a difficult thing to do when you're a younger player and you're in the game, seeing some of your first action, but knowing that you got to burn some clock.
Yeah, exactly. And they're really having to deal with this pressure. They're probably not real comfortable with that. And they're playing with people they've really not played with except in practice.
Eleanor Maniak into the game for the first time for Dayton. Grace Nelson tried the hook shot off the mark. Rebound Illinois State, but not before the shot clock winds down.
Maniak is a walk-on for Dayton. She was recruited to Wittenberg when Williams Jeter was there, and she wanted to play for her, so she followed her to Dayton. She's another Illinois kid.
Finsky comes out. See Morgan Bruno, a sophomore from Loyola Academy in Chicago, into the game for the first time. Three is off the mark. Rebound. Shot is good for Maniak. She's fouled. She'll have an opportunity for a three-point play.
That brought the whole Dayton bench up on that shot.
So Illinois State about ready to put the wraps on what has turned out to be a pretty impressive season opener here at CEFCU Arena.
I was really impressed with the new combination on the perimeter. I think they've got some depth there as well, but the post play for the Birds, I think, continues to be strong. Lots of new faces on the floor right now that will continue to mature and get better.
Ibrahim with 11 points to go with 6 rebounds. That's despite playing with 4 fouls. Those fouls have limited her to just 18 minutes on the floor this evening.
Right. You know, it's a real compliment for Illinois State to be picked third in the conference behind Belmont and Murray State.
11-point Redbird lead. Dayton's been on an 8-0 run over the last 1 minute. Adams.
There she goes.
Nice move to the hoop. That snaps that 8-0 run. Finger roll too strong. Put back is good.
Nice follow that time.
Ibrahim now with 14 points.
There's really not a point guard on the floor here for Illinois State. They're handling that pressure really well.
And typically that's a problem.
It is, trust me.
Illinois State can go ahead and dribble it out here. Grace Nelson will handle that responsibility as the horn sounds, and Illinois State wins this one by a final score of 80.